Welcome to the Creative Plane Podcast Network. Join us as we review our favorite RPGs, collectible card games, MMOs, video games, PC games, and bring up interesting topics and things that we'd like to share with everyone. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kellie, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Remember,
Hold it.
Twi'leks are sexy to all species.
Yes,
So
it's a universal thing.
Inanimate objects, actually.
I'm like,
Yes.
So we should which bed is she? Whose bed is she in?
She is actually in Nirr's bed.
Nirr's bed.
I was going to say, I'd assume.
And you can,
Well, actually, there's only.
as the door opens, you can smell the perfume that's been sprayed in the crew quarters now. It actually smells quite lovely. It's just quite pungent.
We should have someone here all the time. This is great.
So did they open the door?
Yeah. Like I said, you're looking inside.
Okay, so I just want to. Hello. I'm Ovasu. I'm the captain of the ship. And while I'm talking to her,
Okay.
the Leku language is
Twiddling her little thingies.
I'm twiddling my Leku, asking what her name is.
Okay.
It's like, I'm Ovasu, what's here, and I'm gonna ask the lady. It's like, I'm sorry about the sudden jump to hyperspace. Apparently, the ship that brought you to us was immediately fired upon by another vessel upon moments after you arrived. And seeing to your safety, I took the ship and us directly out of that vicinity. Any reason, any idea who those people might have been or why they were attacking your vessel? And I'm also asking that of the...
Okay. So you're
first,
having multiple conversations
exactly,
going on.
same type of thing. It's like, you okay?
Okay.
Need help?
Wiggle once for yes, twice for no.
Are you free or are you slave?
Oh, she basically tells you she's a servant, not a slave.
Okay.
And basically her name is, Chi, It's complicated.
What's her clan? And,
yeah, so she's giving you her pedigree.
Okay.
As, I do apologize for the brief introductions. My fiancé insisted on being discreet about using a different ship to arrive on our honeymoon cruise as opposed to arriving in my father's ship.
Is that the one that brought you? The Amaru was your father's ship?
Yes, it's my father's smallest of ships.
You weren't super attached to that, were you?
I'm going to
We don't know if it
describe
was destroyed yet.
the ship that attacked. Are you familiar with this vessel?
Oh, how gauche. A pirate vessel, I guess? I don't
know why
look-
they were attacking?
I possibly because I'm rich. Possibly because my father used to be an important politician and noble.
And
that
what's
is the
Chi-Chi's
reason for
reply to
attack.
my question of who...
I want to attack her already.
Chi-Chi's,
I'm not even out of shit.
Chi-Chi's personally avoiding eye contact and trying to keep herself busy. She's trying to stay as hard as possible out of this conversation.
Obviously, now I know she's not telling the truth. She knows more about who fired. I mean, can I do a... I'd like to roll a perception.
Actually, for a person, you would want to roll.
Not streetwise.
So I'll be rolling my deceit. You're going to be perception. Wow.
My charm?
Well, if you want to
I
charm
want
her,
to
you
figure out.
can. Yeah, you're I guess you can go with
which
that.
would be perception for
Yeah.
to see.
It's
And
gonna be-
I'm gonna flip a light side point.
Oh, you beat me to it. So you're going all dark side points?
Wait.
You crazy
No.
lady. You crazy lady. The universe just got dark.
Okay.
Well, you don't need to roll purple.
Oh, I don't?
Well, here,
You're rolling the purple.
I'll roll for her.
A triumph and a success and an advantage.
Wow, that just sucks for me. Basically, you can tell she's lying about not knowing who the pirates are. You immediately are
Shoot
freaking out
her.
of
Shoot her
it.
right now.
Yeah. She seems to be hiding something when she's pretending to look at the bruise on her pinky from when you went to hyperspace too fast. She's just pretending to not know and avoid your question. You definitely believe she's lying.
So, here's my
For
plan.
that role, she doesn't believe she knows she's lying.
At all times when they're there, I'll try to act boring, you act interesting to ensure that there will be no falling for you.
That would certainly clear the deal.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna basically tell her,
Once you go Hutt,
look,
you'll like it a lot.
look, I know
We're
you're
good
not,
friends.
look, I know you're not telling me the full truth,
Sorry, that was awesome.
and I'll tell you right now, you get me or my crew killed,
Full space, yeah, I don't care. We haven't
it's
paid
like there will be trouble.
Can you keep all
So
the
if
conversation?
there's something that you know about this situation that could benefit the survival rate of all of us, I would highly recommend that you tell us.
That was
Now
pretty good.
that was really good. I will go ahead and give that to you, especially still presence of 3.
Uh-huh.
She immediately looks at Chi-Chi and asks Chi-Chi to get her blue
Shawl.
silk dress for eat tonight's dinner and make sure it's pressed, and basically excuses Chi-Chi from the room. Just as the door slides shut, we have, with the Hutt and with Ree, you have the other handmaiden Noxie, who's basically looking at both of you guys wanting, and what is going on in here?
Just looking around. Want to make sure everything's in order.
And stored
After all.
properly.
And stored properly after the hyperdrive, yeah.
Dinner.
So,
Caution,
what's this symbol mean?
things might have changed
If
during
you-
the fight.
Things may have shifted in the overhead compartment during the fight.
Well, remember, if you need the exits, are found over there and over there.
If we're shot, there may be additional exits.
And you notice this human woman is just mad dogging you with the eyes. I mean,
She can mad dog me all she wants.
She totally wants to make out with you.
if you don't know what the symbol is, then it's okay that way.
He knows who the symbol is.
I do not.
He doesn't
He
know.
does
Oh,
not.
I thought he rolled.
No, he rolled.
I did roll.
He rolled
That
a
does not
threat, which
mean
is
I
why
found.
she's in there right now, because she saw the Hutt. Unfortunately, when he rolled to check it out, he was making too much noise squeezing through the cargo hold. Now, if you would please excuse me, I need to get into my lady's belongings.
Nobody's stopping you.
Well, I'll leave.
You notice she goes to, as the Hutt comes walking up, she kind of looks over her shoulder to make sure you're not looking as she opens a case. And she types in a passcode.
I'll look away from the passcode.
Okay, and
After all, it's courtesy.
she opens up the case. You see her, and this is obviously when she opens this case. You can tell. Are you looking when
Now
it's
I'm
open?
looking.
Okay, give me a roll. There, gets 2 purple.
Vigilance or what? Perception.
Perception.
We have one threat.
Okay,
I just said that.
dramatic moment. All of a sudden, she reaches in there. You see her. She grabs some things and she puts some things in her pocket. She slams it shut and just glares at you for when she notices you peeking over her shoulder, basically.
I wasn't peeking. I was looking.
Yes, well, you were obviously looking. When you rolled that
Use this one
threat,
for your-
when you rolled that threat, basically you were leering into her case.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say leering implies something else. I was just really looking.
Oh, you're so cute.
Not leering.
Okay.
It was leering.
It was leering.
No, it wasn't.
You weren't there.
I was there.
It's how a human
You
would
left. You said
interpret
you
it.
left.
I was there. Trust me, I was there.
He's everywhere.
Wasn't
He
leering,
may
but I
have
was
crawled
really
away,
looking.
but his smell lingers behind.
I do not smell. I take very good precautions with that. 3 baths a day.
Which, by the way, speaking of that, as
Does he
you're
bathe or do we hose him? Like a car. I assume your car
That's
has
a
car,
shower.
right? Oh, okay.
speaking of which, Puggeta, as you're coming out of the hold area, you notice this very pleasant, perfumey smell that's slowly creeping across the ship when the door was left open.
No, maybe this isn't all bad. It's quite pleasant.
Okay.
Smelly
You're smaller than Jabba, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he-
yeah.
he's considerably
You're like
smaller.
a person size. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
You're like a personal pan pizza.
Pizza Hut.
Okay, so Nirr.
So fans Pizza Hut.
Is that the noodles you're carrying? For those of you who are
This
listening,
is the empty bowl.
He's still carrying
he's
the bowl.
miming carrying a bowl.
His noodles.
The whole time.
He's slurping
That's
noodles as
I
well.
have to have them close to me because the chopsticks, the arms, quite difficult.
They're
Okay.
like
Us
T-Rex
Hutts,
arms. They're
renowned
like,
for our intellect, not for our fine motor skills.
So Nirr, while all this is going on, are you just playing cards on the little hollow table, or
I'm just then I'll shuffle them and
okay,
toss them in them. To keep my hands nimble.
okay. So after a little bit, you guys pop out into your secret spot in space.
Pocket.
Okay, for pocket.
Yep.
Okay. As you know, do you give everyone a warning before you pop out of hyperspace?
Well, I assume I'm still talking to.
Well, while you're talking to her.
Well, I would have told them that we will arrive at X amount
Okay.
of X,
So
X time.
So basically, you set an alarm that would chime before you guys pop out,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Because you can pop out automatically if you want. So while you're in the quarters, she tells you, please sit. And she kind of moves off the bench.
She pulls a knife
Sit
out.
down.
No.
Oh, good. Then I get this.
I am not completely happy about the arranged marriage that I'm having to deal with. Crap. Have you
They were
heard of
hiding.
the planet Alderaan?
Yes.
And you see she starts to sniffle because remember this is just a few days
She's playing.
after the Death Star exploded. My noble family of the House Beilong are from Alderaan.
We're
Yeah.
Oh! And as soon as you say it, because of course the news is getting around the galaxy now about Alderaan
No.
being turned into confetti.
I can sympathize
She-
because I am clanless.
And as soon as you say "We're," she kind of like
I said it sadly.
You did not.
she gives this whole body shudder and she starts to sob. Sob. And then she slowly puts her hand on you and says, my father says I have to marry this gentleman because he'll help secure our family's holdings off of Alderaan. It's kind of a arranged marriage because my fiance comes from a wealthy corporate family and our family has the titles. He's hoping to marry me so he can have a noble title on Coruscant. Whereas I'm just a piece of paper to him.
And what happens if you don't marry him?
If I don't marry him,
We do not get our money.
Yeah. Sucks to be you. Yeah.
I would not want to marry him. Unfortunately, I have no choice.
She didn't answer the question.
You didn't answer the question.
The only thing I could figure is my father would be devastated and wouldn't be getting the financial compensation he was promised for.
She's lying. Trap.
Or he doesn't know.
Wow.
No, he's
I'm
lying.
not hearing this,
Or
but if I
she-
did hear it, I'd be like, how is this
She's
gonna
lying.
work?
It's like, like, sucks to be you.
All right.
Maybe we should get her tissues.
Okay. First of
Yeah, I
all,
think so.
it's
She's
like,
lying.
well, who's the ship?
And she kind of looks down at the ground like she doesn't want to meet your eyes. And
She hired him.
and wow, guilty freaking.
I don't believe her one bit. Because first of all, the reason is because I asked her specifically about who fired on her. And now she's giving me some song and dance to try and get
Yeah,
my
oh, yeah.
sympathy
Yeah.
as opposed to answering the question.
Mm-hmm.
So literally I know that she is
She's
just
a
trying to
consummate
manipulate me.
actress.
Okay. By the way, what is your
Except I don't think she was
discipline?
faking it being a bitch.
My discipline
Give me your
is-
discipline in red and purples.
I don't believe her.
And you know what? Since it's all dark side,
I
would like
don't
to
believe
Well,
do
you can
this.
choose not to believe her. She
Yeah.
controls how to
Yeah.
character
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, it's just that she's 2 successes and an advantage. Basically, she's going to guide this conversation away from the attacking ship.
Yeah.
She will
By
basically.
the fact that you're doing that, I know.
Well,
She's
it's either her boyfriend or someone she hired.
She's using.
Just saying.
Kerrie, you're not there.
I know.
She's using her charm skill to basically bring you into her confidence. And I don't know who that other ship was, but I'm thankful that you rescued me from the danger that I was in.
Here's how I see it. Either
If
she's not lying,
is there a
quickly drop her off, get money, or she is lying, we kill the other ship and take
You're
their
not there.
stuff.
No,
I'm
we're
talking
just
out of
talking
character.
is there a way you could keep me from having to go and marry this man?
Nope, can't think of one.
So
Have a nice trip.
Ovasu, what do you say? You're having this private girls moment. She's pulling into your confidence. She has charmed you. You know,
Breathing heavily, leaning
Really?
in close.
I don't believe her.
You-
experimented. in
you
college.
cannot believe her, but you can still be charmed.
I'm still, I'm like, I'm clanless. I know, to be at the.
She's hitting you for ideas of how can you help me.
It's like,
Ovasu Twi'lek, you are my only hope.
I don't know, can you pass more than the guy we're delivering you to?
yeah.
That's a valid question.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't.
We are
Obviously
Scum
not.
and
She
Villainy.
has to
We
get
are-
her
She's
own.
like, hey, here's a debit card for all the banks in Alderaan.
Until
Oh, that's just.
No, I joke. That is worthless.
I'm gonna get us this.
To buy myself some time. It's like, let me think on it.
And she puts your hand on your leg. Please think quickly. Time is limited. Unless you can find some way to take longer to get to the ship.
Nope.
No.
we're experiencing technical difficulty.
Well, we're already actually gone slightly out of our way.
Yeah.
Yep, we should get
So-
that.
You made an amazing jump to
Yeah.
pocket, so.
And that's because it was like a natural knee jerk, go somewhere safe,
Get the hell out of Dodge.
Get the hell out of Dodge kind of maneuver.
Exactly.
It's like I've already extended the trip.
It was like her macro.
Yeah.
And remember, as a pilot, you can honestly,
I
without
can
even your crew
chart
knowing, you can purposely, oops, this course took longer than I thought.
Because while we were waiting, I was already working on the astronavigation for the actual place that they sent.
Because
How
they actually
long
gave you a
from
course.
pocket to where it would if I were going to the straightest, most direct route.
It's about 12 hours.
12 hours.
And you do
But
have
now,
you have a multiple day course of where this ship's going, of where it's stopping off at each touristy site just outside of Hutt space, just outside of Imperial space. It's basically this really pretty
Okay.
touristy spot, neutral territory.
Ask them if they want food.
I've extended, actually. I've already extended the trip. So it's going to take, and this time I'm going to tell you, it's going to take more than the original 8 hours, an additional 12. It's going to take 12 as
Not
opposed to
an
the original
addition.
8.
We'll believe whatever you say.
Yeah.
It's like, well, she doesn't
Fine by
know.
me.
Yeah, the crew has no.
What
unless
they don't
go,
know is the
I'm not
Hutt is an
actually
expert
extending
pilot.
it. That's what we had to do
Just can't fit
anyways.
in the
And at this
Um,
point, R8GE3,
Uh-huh.
he's on your side right
Oh, yeah,
now
I'm gonna-
completely.
Yeah. So, let me think. So
Okay.
I'm
Dismiss
gonna,
yourself.
I'm gonna dismiss myself.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell him, the Hutt's a really good cook, actually.
Instant noodles,
And
always.
she just, as you leave, she goes, "I've never had Hutt cuisine before." And a sad sob as Chi-Chi comes by with this dress that she asked for, and you see this
Some of it is
beautiful,
alive.
beautiful gown.
Wait. Have the frogs had any children yet?
The frogs have not had children yet.
And I'm heading back to the cockpit,
They're still in tadpole mode.
but I am going to motion for Nirr
Okay.
to follow me.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I'll
you're
follow
doing
her.
the.
Because
The
she's still
shadow
in
thing?
I'll follow her as
I know.
lazily as possible.
I should now play with
Staring,
the
you know.
cards.
Okay.
Well, meanwhile, the handmaid is staring daggers at me, and I'm like, don't
Yeah.
care.
Okay. She goes through a couple different cases. You see, she's got codes for quite a few of the different boxes.
Hey, I'll politely look away when
And-
she's doing the code.
And she looks back at you and goes, "It appears all of our cargo is secure."
Good thing.
Okay, and she proceeds to go back to her ladies' room.
And I follow because it's not like I was going to do anything in there anyways.
Puggeta will now be trying to do what he
It's
did
like,
with the
Well,
copy.
hold on, what is your class?
Class?
A
Okay,
pile
what
of
type
cards
of...
on the floor.
What's
I'm
your career?
I'm a hired gun mercenary.
Okay. Have you sized her up for what?
Whether she's a
actually a
bodyguard?
handmaiden, or whether she's?
Can I...
Because I'm sorry.
Yeah, go
It's like-
for it.
It
Does
doesn't
she a
matter.
perception?
Does she move like a
Perception
servant?
against 2 purple.
Either she's a hand servant and nothing,
Or she's
a mercenary and then I shoot her.
she's a hired.
That is the 2 ways it could go. She may shoot me and then I shoot her.
Either way, she's getting shot.
Either way, she's getting shot.
Actually,
It's all
a wash.
canceled out. It's a wash.
It's a total wash.
Wow. Okay, you look her up and you're like, yeah, she's a handmaiden. You don't know any
I
better.
didn't notice anything at the time.
Yeah.
She's got an attitude, but she's a handmaiden, you know.
So.
It's like,
Well, I'm preparing a
Okay.
meal. I might be able to check.
Okay. And the Twi'lek is fascinated watching Puggeta make the noodles.
Because Hutts are awesome. You can stir them all
Yeah.
day.
She's like, how do you make the noodles so
You see, the trick is you put the water before you put the flavoring in. Now they like to say put it in the Instamic for 2 minutes. But actually, if you want it softer, you're going to want to put it in for 2.5.
The secret's really butter. Like, the
okay.
secret to life, the meaning of the secret to life.
Butter.
Well, I'm
But
trying
you
to.
have to keep it secret.
Okay, so she.
Okay,
I'll
so the two of
saunter
you-
into the
So
pile.
Nirr and Ovasu are heading to the cockpit.
Because I didn't want to take the whole crew because it would be a little too
Yeah.
suspicious.
And also, it's small.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell
Oh,
him exactly.
We're not to scale, by the way.
Yeah,
I just
no.
noticed that.
Dad, so would you just say you shared it with me?
Oh no!
As your soda says, the better
His Coke can
half.
says better half.
Yeah.
Oh, I had one in San Francisco that said legend. I took a picture.
Okay, so you guys are in
So
the
I'm
cockpit.
going to tell exactly what transpired and I look, I'm of the opinion that this woman is lying. She knows, and on top of that, the server would not respond to my questions regarding who those people were. She was deliberately avoiding me, as was her mistress initially. So she is deliberately being evasive about this. Whether or not, it could very well be this whole that set up arranged marriage thing, but
But you'd like to
she's not upfront and honest about this. Right now, we have a 12-hour flight. This could definitely mean that we're going to be attacked. So I want your opinion.
I was about to ask, how is this a problem for us?
Well, okay, so then
No,
don't
but
try and
no.
help. I mean, I don't. While I want to help her, I don't think that's wise.
So I used charm against 2 purples normally to impress her while I'm cooking. I
Okay.
got 1 success and a threat. So I
Okay.
think I take a strain as I throw food.
I will give you the 1 strain, and this Twi'lek is so enamored of you in a genuine, honest way. And I mean, it's so cute because basically you hear her mistress shriek for her, and the Twi'lek kind of cringes and her like kind of quiver, and she's like, "I'm so sorry, but I have to go."
I will
But-
wait for you.
Aww.
See that handmaiden
He's a
though.
charming
That
guy.
handmaiden.
What if I tell her we haven't been paid yet, so she's the first out the airlock?
No freeloaders.
So, all right.
No, I'm going to keep an eye on her. I will shoot her.
Okay.
All right, spread the word to the rest of the crew, and also be on the lookout. We can be attacked at any point in time. I don't know what their purpose is. She knows more than she's letting on. So the crew and the ship are in danger at this point in time. Try not to let them know that something's up.
Yeah, our buyer will be pissed right if I threaten to throw her out the airlock. Because that's
Yeah,
what I'm
we're
about to
supposed
do.
to.
It is his betrothed.
That is what I'm
But-
about to do.
I don't
Maybe after the wedding he's okay with that.
Yeah.
But until the wedding,
Which just means he's an asshole.
Yeah.
He said smooth ride.
corporate power and legitimate title.
It's like
Yeah, well, what do you go wrong with that?
yeah, getting involved in this type of politics is not healthy.
No.
Not for
Do you
us.
actually,
I'll keep an eye on her.
while you're in the cockpit, are you going to
Since
actually
you're a fighter
computer?
too, right?
Can I listen in on? No, she's not going to comply. I'm actually.
I'm more
You know what?
this
Is it
sensitive.
possible for me
But
to
someday-
turn on the mic
You're gonna keep rolling?
without them knowing?
That's weird.
If you give me a hard computer roll, sure.
You're gonna hack the ship to listen to them?
It's my ship.
I am.
Yeah. So 3 purple.
Yes.
Actually,
Is it really just your
let's make it a
ship?
2 purple and a red. Make it interesting. It'll be an even roll.
I would have been dead.
And you guys now have some light side points.
I know it will be better.
Okay,
It's
these
not bad.
two.
Then again,
I got
spent
one
my first
success
50 years in my
and
mother's house.
one success and 2 threats.
You got a little advantage.
Okay. So you're listening in, and basically you hear Sierra talk to Chi-Chi and talk to Noxie, and basically the conversation you're hearing Noxie is talking shit back to her. She's basically saying, you will do this.
Interesting.
Your worship, you will do this.
Whoa!
Noxie is.
I like Noxie. I'm giving her a little extra.
No, this Noxie's in
Noxie's in
charge.
charge. That was giving dagger eyes to her.
Yeah, but she's in charge. I like
She
that.
is no handmaid.
I like that in a woman.
As all of a sudden
She
you
needs
hear
killing.
Noxie's voice say, what is that?
Light.
As you hear the microphone squawk as a fist blows against the microphone.
You're gonna have to pay for that.
The
Yeah.
squawk box inside the quarters is obviously someone saw that the on button was lit up.
That was clever done. That was very clever.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to Noxie in a minute.
I'm gonna go up to the
Okay.
quarters.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Knock.
Okay.
Yeah, because they heard that.
Oh, you're bringing
I'm
noodles
just gonna
in.
knock.
Well, they heard the bang inside.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna knock when I hear.
As the door opens up and Nox is just staring daggers at you.
Not to
What?
You know what?
interrupt.
I think it's
Not to
time to
interrupt
wear for you.
anything, but does anyone want noodles?
As you see her kind of, her features soften as
I
she
love
looks
that.
back and goes,
Oh,
my lady, would you like food? And Chi-Chi goes, oh, mistress, the noodles are exquisite. The Hutt is a master chef. And she goes, yes, Noxie, if you would be so kind as to bring me noodles. And you can just see kind of Noxie's fists twist.
Oh,
See, that's how you.
Noxie.
That's how you solve a bad situation with good food.
As Noxie looks at Puggeta and says, may you please take me to where these noodles.
Yeah.
I'll give her.
Be prepared.
The
I
best
think
bowl.
Noxie's definitely
This can be
armed.
Noxie, right?
Okay.
Because Noxie is
Who
definitely
has a
armed.
personal comm?
Well,
I have
I
a
was
personal
there
comm,
when
and he
this, I
bought-
heard this
yeah,
conversation,
Uh-huh.
so I'm just gonna go talk to him.
Okay,
Okay.
good. Well,
I
because
think we all buy
no,
one. I mean,
yeah,
I had
it's
one,
like
but-
so. I'm gonna raise his personal comm.
Okay.
Okay. It's like Nirr. It's like, are you around any of our guests?
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Nox.
No. Yeah. Nox, you're gonna go talk to.
No, I'm.
I'm gonna threaten to
Well,
shoot her in the
listen,
head. We don't have to be nice to the princess.
Because
No,
Yeah, we only have to be nice to
We
the
have to,
lady.
we have to be nice to her handmaid.
Yeah, that's right.
No,
because
we
I
have to be
wrote
nice to the princess,
he
not
knows.
them.
Yes, I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk to them.
It's
Give
like
me a
I
minute.
don't recall anything in the instructions saying that the handmaidens. Oh, we did have to promise that the entourage and the cargo make it safely as well.
Oh,
And
wait,
the pleasant ride. I'm with Roxy right now.
I'll take the 20% cut for shooting her in the head.
Remember?
Right.
Okay, when you're out, I'll talk to
Remember,
Nox.
I
Yeah.
solved the
We
situation.
can't
not-
all be good
okay.
at once.
Just
That's
one
Noxie?
note.
Okay.
Just
Huh.
one
Who's
note.
that? Yeah.
Okay. One note.
So I'm with Noxie.
Okay.
And I'm just around.
So basically
general
all
area.
gearing up towards Noxie.
If
No,
Noxie-
this is only cool if one
Excuse
of us
me,
is talking
excuse
to her.
me.
So I'll let if
So-
you
so
want
guys-
to-
I'm not talking to her. I'm just going to
Guys,
hang out somewhere.
very small space. If all
Yeah.
of you are crowding up on her
Then
at
I'll go
once.
to the game table.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was.
Hey, it's food time.
I was just breaking up the fight with
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're all jumping
Nope.
around.
We
I
don't
was.
have to
I was just
Okay.
being.
Let's
There was
resolve one
clearly
scene
a
at a
fight
time.
going on.
Yeah.
over there.
Okay.
I just
So
want to put out
I'm not
there
talking
that
about Noxie.
that if anything happens to Noxie, she might not go through with it, which means we won't get paid. Just
do you
just
tell the
putting it
crew
out there.
this, or
That's
because
right.
remember
Yeah.
you've only told Nirr.
I know,
These
that's why I
two
was
know
trying
nothing
to-
about
I'm
that.
just hanging out.
I just.
Puggeta heard a banging noise. From
I just heard a
the crew
banging
quarters.
noise, and I wanted to break up any intense moments with some good food.
Just like his grandma Hutt taught him.
That's right.
You always feed angry guests. Then they're angry guests who are too full to move. So you can talk out the issues. Okay, so Puggeta, you see her, she's making these 3 bowls of noodles in a very angry fashion of just grabbing things and throwing. She's not even looking. She's just grabbing,
Not much
No,
of a
if I
scallops and throwing it.
If I get a moment with her, I've got my speech
No,
prepared, so-
you don't throw the scallops
You
at
can make
the
a
bottom.
moment with
You
her.
see,
Nobody else
the
is bothering
noodles,
her.
you put the noodles
Oh,
in.
he's just sort of.
Yeah.
Then scallops go on top. You don't want scallops on top. Now remember, I'm going to put in meat. You want to move the
You
meat
do
to
not
the
care
bottom.
about her mood.
It's the noodles that are the important thing.
Well, no, I'm trying. This will calm her down
Mhm.
a little, so the fighting will be less intense.
Okay.
I don't like
Do you
her
think this
little
Hutt thinks nothing about food? You know nothing about me, friend.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Okay. So what's gonna happen? What are you guys doing next?
Until I can get her
And
alone,
noodles.
there's
Okay.
nothing for me to do.
I'll just go with her to give the noodles back.
Okay. So you help her carry the bowls so the crew quarter so they can feed them all.
I got some noodles and I'm back at the game table, which is separate.
Okay.
Oh,
And
man.
near you're at the game table, or are you off
Yep.
towards the?
I'm at the
cargo
game
hold?
table until I can get a minute with her.
Okay. So after a little while, is Ovasu still at the control panel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For some reason, you notice that microphone trick you tried before isn't working now.
'Cause
Yeah,
you busted
obviously
it.
it's been damaged.
Okay. So
After I'm done with that, I'll bring you noodles.
Ah, thank you.
So
The
well,
last thing you want
That's
piloting
sweet.
you is a hungry pilot.
there you go. Okay, so as Puggeta's, taking noodles down to the cockpit, all of a sudden,
Now I can brace
Noxie's
her.
going to the cargo hold again. to
Okay,
get
I'm gonna
something
brace her
else.
on the way in.
Okay.
See,
That's
this is how our team works.
That's me.
This
Okay.
is Noxie.
So she's gonna be leaning. I'm gonna wait till she's leaning up against the
Okay.
hole. I'm gonna lean up because I only lean against things.
Okay.
There's
holding up
literally
that wall.
no
He's
way
holding
you
up
can
that wall.
stand normally.
Yes, actually, yeah. I have one.
You have a
the
growth.
problem is I have one shorter leg.
You now know a secret.
Yeah, that's my. So she's gone through her stuff. I say,
Legs are overrated. Don't worry about it, friend.
I don't care what you and the queen are hiding, but if you put my ship, my friends in danger, you'll be the first I'll be airlock. And then I'll just leave.
Okay.
She's got anything to say to me, she can say it. Otherwise,
As you walk away, you just hear her under her voice sneer and say, "Just get us to where we need to go, bellhop."
Oh!
I'm gonna shoot her right in the face.
Are you?
No, I won't.
Can you tell if she's like
More than what she seems.
You can
Yeah,
do
I
a
think
size.
we all
you
know
can
that
size
by
her
now.
up.
Go
Don't
for
worry.
it.
size her up? See if
What's
she's
my
an
ability?
assassin. I'm telling you.
Basically, perception against 2 purple.
Okay.
She's like an assassin or something.
You're a gunslinger. You're
Yep.
pretty good at sizing up the
Perception.
opposition.
Come on.
Like what her true profession is.
Mhm.
Because it ain't the oldest. It's the second oldest.
No, I have no idea.
See?
No. Do I?
She's just so lucky.
Yeah.
That
Nope.
Complete
You,
wash.
you fail it, but
Yeah.
you do have some advantage. So you have you think
Also,
You're suspicious.
Also
Maybe.
you're suspicious, but if something does happen, you're gonna have a blue die
Oh, we'll use
because
that.
you're on your guard for those
When
advantages.
something does happen.
Yeah, when something does happen, if something does happen with her, you're already on edge and ready
Cool.
to
Okay, I'll go back to my noodles at the noodle table.
Okay.
They're very expertly cooked.
They are amazing. These are the best.
It's
noodles.
almost like
All
I
noodles
cook
all the
them
time.
charmingly.
Ooh. Okay. So what are you gonna tell the Hutt when you have the Hutt alone in the cockpit?
Basically, I'm going to tell him the exact same
Same thing.
thing that I told Nirr, and that Vox is the one who's actually forced is there to obviously keep the
The princess.
the princess or whatever she is in line and to do the so if anything happens to them, it's
well.
like. But the ship could be attacked at any time.
Well, I will keep it watch.
Okay.
So I'll eat my noodles in the cockpit.
Okay. Now, are you taking a
In the
slow
cockpit?
Not cockpit.
in
The gunner.
Okay. Oh, you're eating in the gun turret.
Yeah.
So on your course, are you specific? Are you going on time? Are you going a little
I'm
slow?
going on time.
Yeah.
Okay,
But-
go
As a
ahead
matter of
and
fact,
give
I
me-
would try and recalculate to make it a little faster.
go for it.
Then again, though,
But
Yes.
no, I promised the 12 hours, so.
we did go off
Well,
course.
go
so
ahead
it's
and
gonna
roll because something bad can always happen. And are you going to have your astromech help?
Yes, of course.
That will be a blue die.
He's so cute.
Oh, I forgot my green.
Be, it is
Well,
good
then pick
that
up
we
your
already
green.
have a servant.
If that green comes in handy.
Apparently, I got one advantage.
Okay. So you're going to be a little behind what you thought you would be time frame, but you're still making it there.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm paying extra special attention at possible incoming guests.
Okay, so anything special you guys are killing while you guys are in hyperspace? Princess and her entourage will be sleeping for most of it.
No, just rest.
Clean my weapon.
Okay.
Sleep. I think we should do watch. Go. You get talking.
At one point before the ship does come out of hyperspace, the princess does chime the cockpit.
Uh-huh.
And she's...
Does it work?
Well, she's chiming. You can't hear her on the microphone, but she's chiming.
Well, thank God.
The
for
page
something.
button is going off.
What you want?
It's like the
I'm gonna ping Nirr to ask. It's like Princess's page, and can you go see what she wants?
Oh, joy. Well, I'll go to the door.
Really
Okay.
setting our number one.
You
Just
open,
kind of stare at her.
you open the door, and you see Noxie's sleeping, rolled up in her bed. Chi-Chi's sitting there sewing something, and Syrah, the noble lady, actually answers the reception, says, "May I please see your Twi'lek captain?" Are you escorting her, or are you walking? Because she'll walk with you.
Does she want to go see her, or does
Yeah,
she want me
yeah.
to bring her to her? Okay, I don't care.
She follows behind, elegantly walking.
Yeah, I could go.
At some point, she does the whole, "I haven't seen you much on the ship.
I'm gonna indicate-
You seem to keep yourself apart from people."
Oh, joy, here's the captain.
Okay. And she kind of puts a handkerchief down on one of the seats and sits down behind you. Have you
I got her space Lysol. Stop complaining.
have you thought about what I asked?
Hey, I told you I extended it as far as I could.
Could I at least get a tour of the ship before we disembark?
You
in
just
your
had
own?
one. There's nothing.
Yeah.
What would-
Other than
what would
the
one
cargo holds and engineering, you've already seen all.
Well, she hasn't seen engineering.
I am a
I
people's
know.
person.
Other than the cargo holds and
Yeah,
engineering, you've seen everything on the ship. And
Trust
I
me,
did not let.
I am a people's person.
Oh, yeah, you should. We'll have him. show her.
Nobody is to go into engineering.
Well, it's probably super radioactive in there
Because
anyway.
Noxia probably.
Well, no, it's,
No,
it's,
I
it's
don't
safe.
trust this person.
What would
She wants to disable the ship. So she
what
doesn't
would
have to
someone do in case of an emergency? Are there enough escape pods on this ship?
Do we have an escape
go. I don't.
pod?
Do we have any?
Actually, each one of these hatches in engineering is a two-person escape pod.
Cool.
I'm actually
Or for
programming.
me, a one person.
Unless someone
sending-
fills one with water and puts frogs in it.
It's
Yes,
like,
that would be happening.
It's like just a moment. I'm actually gonna use the keyboard commands to tell Reggie.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a command saying, "Guard the door of engineering. Nobody's to enter.
And he goes tracking off past you guys.
Don't hurt the crew."
Please.
As you
Please
say
walk in
that,
there,
a
I'm
little
dead.
cargo hatch opens up and little tools come out sparking.
We know why it was named Rage.
Please don't hurt the crew.
You come out in like an hour, it's dissecting,
Like-
it's been dissecting me.
The ship is equipped with life pods.
He said he
in
loved
the
his
event
water
of
and
an
engineering.
Yeah, a bit of a water thing.
I had to cut him out.
In the event of an emergency, you'll be directed by the crew.
Crafty.
Don't be worried. Don't worry. In case of rough landing, my body will provide safety.
You are
For
a
you.
floating device. No, he's super floaty.
Yes, and
He's a slug.
He's
I don't wait. You have not seen me swim. I am very
It's like an
magnificent.
Olympic swimmer.
Have you ever seen a seal?
It's all about the chest
See,
thrust.
So-
Okay, so no tour, I take it, or is
I was like, Puggeta would be happy to give you a tour
okay?
of the places that you're allowed to go.
Okay, so
This is where we keep the
And
frogs.
Puggeta,
No frogs.
Puggeta, no hold, no engineering.
Okay.
Well, if
Pudge-
you show them the frogs, they're in a hole, aren't they?
I
No
don't think-
holds, no engineering.
She's the captain, whatever she wants.
Okay.
okay, so after a short while of you showing off
I have an actual image of Puggeta swimming.
there you go.
Okay, I gotta see
There's
this.
Puggeta.
It's-
Oh, it's a seal.
Actual
Puggeta
image,
got a mustache.
actual image of Puggeta swimming.
Okay, so exactly where do you take her on this tour?
There's the boarding ramp.
The
There's
teeny tiny galley.
This
I
is,
guess I better move
yeah.
out of the gaming section.
This is where these noodles came from.
And she, of course, like, what's over this way? Why is that strange little astromech droid there?
He's extremely hostile. Don't go near
He's
him.
very hostile. I don't know why she
He's
keeps him on.
twitchy.
So, Puggeta, I've never met Hutt before. You are my first Hutt.
They're amazing.
Well, you're very lucky. Most people go their whole lives not meeting a Hutt.
Or wanting to.
So what would happen if anything happened to the ship? Like when we were there, the other ship was attacked. If this ship was attacked and destroyed, how would we survive?
Well, we would go into escape pods, and I assume go to the nearest planet.
While he's touring her
Oh,
around, can I do like an active scan for beacons?
sure.
But do not worry, the ship will, if
Computer
the ship
versus
will be
droid.
attacked, I will defend it. And that is a Hutt guarantee.
You're so powerful.
I got success but one threat.
You do not believe there's any beacons going on. Okay. So what all can you do on this ship for entertainment?
Cards,
Well,
chess.
I'll take her to where we play cards.
Okay.
And say, we play cards here.
Clean weapons.
Nirr likes cards.
I'm happy to play cards.
So,
Should we just shut up? I'll play cards.
Noxie, one of my handmaids, said there were some water tanks on the ship.
She totally wants to see the frogs.
Yes, yes. Well,
What if you went in and got a frog?
as
and
you
brought
should
it
know,
out?
as many people know, the frogs are a delicacy among many races. We happen to have a few that we hope will eventually reproduce into a market.
My father knows many agricultural planets. One of our family's major holdings was a algae farm on a few different planets that we had. Maybe my father
Spirinella.
Hook you up.
could help make a business arrangement with you.
Ooh.
If you could, and she's gonna get awful charming here
Thanks.
now.
Okay.
I roll discipline
Get ready to roll a discipline.
against what?
Well, she has to roll because heads.
Yeah, what's your
sexy?
and she's gonna go for we're gonna give you guys some light side points here. What's your discipline?
My discipline is a yellow and a green.
So a purple and a red. And she actually puts a hand on you. She's hiding the stain.
You
She's
work.
getting charming.
I guess I'm gonna have to shoot her.
And one threat, so she'll take a strain, but 3 successes.
Damn.
Awesome.
If you promise to help keep me from marrying this monster, I can make sure I can make all your financial dreams come true.
Oh, that's a good sell for you.
Yeah. No,
My family's a noble line that goes all the way back to Coruscant. Alderaan has fallen, but our family
I'm gonna
still
write this
has
down
political
as-
sway.
Princess romance is hot.
Princess Balong.
Very long.
If you would just make sure I don't marry that horrible beast of a man. He's not charming like you.
I will do everything I can.
Good.
I know he's a powerful man who deals in weapons and things, but you're more powerful than him.
Okay, now that's just
I will do everything in my ability. I'm going to
And
give her a pat on the back.
she kind of, she smiles and she kind of bounces from your path. And
Break a
Puggeta,
rib.
you're my only hope.
Okay, so she totally has budget up.
And thank you so much for the tour, and may all your frogs be nothing but fertile and multiply.
Oh, that is a
As-
thing frogs do.
And if I may ask,
Why
where,
try to
and
distance
basically she
myself
asked you
from
where
her?
the refresher is, the restroom. Okay, she's going to go bathe in the refresher. She's very polite, though, not saying that she just got touched by a Hutt, but she's going to bathe regardless.
Oh, because she's a biatch.
Well, she did just kind of tour the ship, and
Can I remotely lock the
refresher.
The bathroom.
No.
We're going to stop her from...
engineering and the
Yeah,
whole? I'm gonna remotely lock them.
okay, go for it. I'll just give it to you. You don't have to roll.
So, budget totally. So
That's right. Once they go
I was,
Puggeta.
I was wrong.
Once they go.
I was wrong, Nirr. She's awesome. We totally have to screw ourselves out of the guaranteed money.
Well,
That's
Nirr,
get
I mean,
upgraded.
yes, it's a guaranteed weapon, but if we turn this into a market of algae food, we can afford. I mean, we can afford match more than just one gun.
Now you just need booze. The booze algae frog market. The trifecta.
Yes.
We're outside the law.
Who would
The
if we
only thing we
delivered
have
her
is our.
and then kidnapped her?
So
We're outside the law. The only thing we have is our reputation. We made a promise. We
Wait.
deliver on our promise.
Hey,
But I want to point out. So, the thing he said, the thing she gets
entourage,
No, not entourage. The thing he gets, or he's
the dowry.
Darren, is on the ship.
It's on the ship. Yes.
So, we already have the reward.
Kind of sorts. Yeah.
okay.
We have an engineer. Just saying, we could put that on and then just drop off. So
The guy we're doing this for, okay, he's obviously falls within, he's Scum and Villainy.
Big bad
Yeah.
underworld.
I mean,
Well, he's
it's-
legitimate businessman.
But okay, but we as fringers, do we know how? I mean, we know he's powerful, or does he have a reputation among our?
Yeah, amongst your people, he does have a reputation of people who cross him in deals end up disappearing.
We made
See-
a promise. I
Yeah.
say
Well,
make a deal.
I don't want to. Yeah, I mean, because
I'm
if I remember
sorry.
correctly, that name holds a lot of weight.
Let's
Also,
put it this way:
in
all
our
he has.
community.
If we get a reputation for not doing what
We're
we're
not gonna
told
get
to do,
jobs.
we're not going to
Yeah.
get jobs. And it's not like we can go sue these guys.
And he's
So,
definitely the
let's
kind
do
of
the
guy.
job.
If you fuck him over,
he's
he
going
will
to
offer
good.
a ship full of weapons to people to go after.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
deliver
See,
her
she-
and
Yeah.
finish
Yeah,
this.
that's because I don't care how charming somebody is.
but
That's
she's,
why
she's
I was-
nice.
I was trying to avoid her.
Well, then,
so I
but
don't
you can
guilty.
feel bad for her.
But it's not just about the frogs.
It's essentially
He's thinking of the Frog Empire.
Well, we show. Okay, so let's
Okay,
cut scene
so-
to us showing up.
Yeah, let's-
Hyperspace opens up.
And that's a great place to wrap it up there.
Hey guys, Mark Cato from Tucson Games and Gadgets. Want to tell you a little bit about what's going on here today at RingCon, where you guys should be. I hope you're going to be coming this coming year if it's coming up. We come here to RingCon because we want to meet all the people here in Tucson that we play games with in our store. And of course, RingCon, you're going to be finding all of this stuff right on the tables and have a lot of fun. It's amazing. I hope you're here. I hope we're going to see you soon.
So where can people go when they're not at RingCon to play games?
Come on down to Tucson Games and Gadgets at 2900 East Broadway. You won't be disappointed.
Hi guys! If you're a fan of reading like I am, and you've been looking to try out audible.com for audiobooks, we have a link for a free 30-day trial. So go ahead and check out audibletrial.com/Creative Play and Podcast Network. That's Audible, audibletrial.com/Creative Play and Podcast Network. Thanks!
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.